Chelsea players did not waste any single moment after their painful defeat against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, because immediately after the final whistle and the short talk from their manager, the squad quickly returned to training as a way of responding to the disappointment and showing their determination to improve. And what happened is that the coaching staff organised a special recovery and tactical session late in the night and also early the following morning to make sure that the mistakes that had cost them the game would not be repeated again. And this moment has now become a very important turning point for the team, because the defeat against Bayern Munich had left the players frustrated, the fans heartbroken, and the coaching staff under heavy pressure. But instead of giving up, Chelsea's footballers have shown that they are ready to fight for the next matches by training with more energy and more discipline. So the atmosphere at Cobham, which is the training ground of Chelsea, became very intense, with everyone focused on correcting defensive errors, improving ball circulation, and working on finishing skills that had been poor during the Bayern match. And inside the group, there was a lot of talk between the senior players like Thiago Silva, Reece James and Raheem Sterling, who encouraged the younger talents such as Cole Palmer, Mudryk and Carney Chukwuemeka to remain strong and not lose confidence, because the season is still long. And the manager Enzo Maresca gathered the squad in a circle on the pitch, where he explained that losing is part of football, but the most important reaction is how the team responds immediately, and that is why he pushed for training sessions without rest days, because he believes that rhythm and constant correction will help Chelsea bounce back quickly. And the drills were designed not only to build physical sharpness, but also mental strength. So the players were asked to repeat high-pressure passing sequences, one-touch combinations, defensive organisation against fast counters, and also shooting drills under pressure. While goalkeepers like Robert Sanchez and Georgie Petrovic were given special sessions with the goalkeeping coach to prepare for difficult situations similar to what Bayern had created. And according to close sources inside the club, the staff even reviewed the full 90 minutes of the Bayern game together with the players on a big screen, stopping at every critical mistake and asking individuals to explain their decisions, not in a way to blame them, but to help them learn and take responsibility. And the young squad accepted this challenge with maturity, because many of them know that Chelsea's rebuilding project requires patience, sacrifice and courage. So the training was not just physical exercise, but also a psychological reset, giving everyone a chance to forget the defeat and immediately focus on the next Premier League match, which is also crucial for the club's ambitions of finishing in the top four and returning to the Champions League next season. And fans who witnessed some clips from the training shared by the club's media team on social media platforms felt encouraged, because the body language of the players looked positive. The tempo of the exercises was very high, and even the ones who were previously injured like Cole Palmer and Mudryk could be seen running strongly and smiling, which suggests that the squad is regaining both health and confidence. And beyond the physical sessions, there were also meetings in small groups where midfielders like Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez and Conor Gallagher discussed how to dominate the midfield zone better. Because in the Bayern game, Chelsea had suffered whenever they lost the ball in central areas. And for defenders, the focus was on coordination, with Axel Disasi, Levi Colwill and Benoit Badiashile working closely to maintain better shape, while fullbacks Reece James and Ben Chilwell practiced overlapping, but also recovering quickly to stop dangerous wingers. And all this work shows that Chelsea want to build resilience and identity under Maresca, who believes that intensity in training is the key to improvement. And he has also introduced some modern methods, including video analysis, data tracking, and even motivational talks from former Chelsea legends who were invited to Cobham to speak about what it means to wear the blue shirt after a loss, reminding the current generation that pride, fight, and commitment are non-negotiable. And while critics outside are doubting whether Chelsea can really bounce back after such a heavy loss against a top European side like Bayern, inside the camp, the mentality is very different, because the staff and players have turned the defeat into fuel, treating every training session as if it were a final. And every player is being pushed to show hunger and quality, because squad competition is now fierce, and those who train well are promised chances to start in upcoming matches, which is motivating both established stars and youngsters. And the medical team is also playing a role by helping injured players recover faster through modern treatment, while fitness coaches are focusing on endurance so that the team can press for longer periods without fading, something that was a weakness against Bayern. And as the days pass, the atmosphere is becoming more focused and less negative, because working hard together is helping the squad rebuild unity. And the message from the club to the fans is clear. Chelsea are not broken by the defeat, but rather motivated to prove themselves again. So the next fixtures will be used as a test to show progress, and the players are promising to give everything on the pitch, while the manager continues to remind them that every training session counts, because only through discipline and repetition can Chelsea grow into a team that competes with the best. So even if the night in Munich was a bitter one, the quick return to training has become a symbol of Chelsea's fighting spirit, a spirit that the supporters around the world will surely respect and support. And the hope is that this hard work at Cobham will soon translate into strong performances and better results that can make the painful memory of the Bayern defeat fade away. In the wider football world, pundits debated whether Chelsea can recover quickly, with some critics saying the team is too young and inconsistent, while others argued that such defeats are necessary steps in building a future powerhouse. What cannot be denied is the determination visible in training. Players who had looked tired in Munich were now sprinting with purpose, challenging each other in duels, and celebrating small victories in drills as if they were goals in real matches, showing a new hunger. Special attention was given to set pieces, both attacking and defending, because the Bayern match had revealed vulnerability from corners and free kicks. So coaches introduced new routines with taller defenders and sharper deliveries from Parmel and Chilwell. Even goal celebrations were practiced, not for show, but to rebuild confidence and positive energy among the squad. The final piece of the rebuild was community connection. Chelsea Foundation organised an event with local children at Cobham, where some first-team stars joined light training with kids, reminding them of the joy of football away from pressure. And players later said that this helped them reset mentally. All these new steps, psychology, nutrition, tactical reshaping, fan connection, legend inspiration, academy integration, set-piece focus, and community events, were elements not present before the Bayern defeat, proving that Chelsea used the loss as a lesson to grow wider and stronger academy graduates, who are now training with the first team, such as Alfie Gilchrist and David Washington, because they felt fully integrated into the senior environment and motivated to learn from top professionals. Former Chelsea legends also became part of the rebuilding spirit. Didier Drogba reportedly sent a private message to encourage the strikers, reminding them that goals are born from courage even after missing chances. While Peter Cech, still respected around the club, visited training to speak with goalkeepers about dealing with pressure against big opponents. Chelsea players did not waste any single moment after their painful defeat against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, because immediately after the final whistle and the short talk from their manager, the squad quickly returned to training as a